Hello, my friends, and welcome to another yoga video. I'm Nina G, and I'm so glad that you decided to join me. Today's practice is yoga to help build our resilience. And we'll do that by grounding ourselves in the practice, by repeating some things and changing some others, and of course, always being mindful of what it is we're doing. You can use a chair, and we'll be standing as well, or you could do the entire practice standing. Either way, we'll get started now. We have the option of sitting in our chair or standing to begin. Either way is fine, but wherever you are, connect yourself to the earth and also to the chair if you're sitting down. And if you're sitting, we're sitting towards the edge of the chair, finding that inner lift of the spine. Your arms can rest down in your lap or by your sides if you're standing. Arrive here. Feel that connection, that support beneath you, the floor, perhaps the chair. The invitation is to soften or close your eyes and notice how your body feels right now. Notice any areas that we need to be particularly aware of today. Notice the activity in your mind. Is there a lot of monkey mind happening today? Or are we a little bit calmer? It doesn't matter what the answer is. All answers are correct. And then turn your attention to your breath. Slow it down and smooth it out. Now we'll stack those palms at heart center and take a moment now to create an intention for this practice. Might be this idea of resilience, or it might be anything else that's important to you. And then we'll release those hands back down to the lap. Gently blink open the eyes if they were closed. Take a circle or two with the shoulders. So if we're seated, we're towards the edge of our chair, and we're going to bring our hands behind us. We can let the hands rest somewhere on the chair. You can hold on to the sides of the chair or to the back support. If you're standing, you might just reach those arms strongly back or interlace fingers. You can even grab a dish towel and hold it between your hands. But what we're trying to do here is find an opening across the front of the collarbones. So we find that opening however we need to. And we sit up tall with our gaze, our eyes, everything straight ahead. So we're looking straight ahead here. Let's take an inhale and sit a little taller or stand a little taller, finding that inner lift of the spine. And then very slowly, we'll turn our head to the right. Just take your time, go slowly. Notice what it's like. Notice what your range is, and don't try to push the range. Just notice it. And then come back through center and turn the head to the left. And then we'll return to center again. As a reminder, we're looking straight ahead. The crown of the head is reaching for the ceiling. Now we're going to go to the right again. And this time, once we get to our end point, we'll tip the head so that the right ear is reaching back for the right shoulder blade. And we might feel a little different sensation in the left side of the neck now. Bring that head back to neutral and then back to center. And very slowly turn the head to the left. Once you've turned as far left as you As your neck allows, tip the left ear back towards left shoulder blade and experience that stretch on the right side of the neck now. Bring the head back to neutral and the head back to center, and we'll drop the chin to the chest. Lift the chin. Drop the chin to the chest, just moving slowly. Let it hang there for a few breaths. Let the back of the neck get long. And now we'll pick the chin up. Look up. Stay here. And then bring the head back to neutral. Let's release the arms from behind the back. We can bring them forward and make a few nice circles with the shoulders. Okay, let's interlace fingers in front of the heart center. Now we're going to push away and round the spine. So again, this can be done standing or seated, rounding the spine. And then we'll reach the arms up. Maybe there's a little back bend here. Look up. Round, arms come down to about shoulder height. We round, we drop the chin. And as we inhale, we take it into that back bend. Let's try two more. Now let's round, soften the elbows, bring the fingers back towards you, palms back towards you, release the hand. Yeah, shake out those fingers. And we'll bring the elbows in. Elbows are into the rib cage, palms are up. Again, we're looking for that inner lift of the spine, and the gaze is straight ahead. Crown of the head reaches for the ceiling. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to take a twist to the right. Doesn't have to be real big. And the inhale will bring us back to center, and then we'll go the other way. So let's move slowly, and let's try and keep our foundation still so that this twist is happening like mid-back and above. So in the case of a seated twist here, my hips are very still. We'd want the same if we were standing and doing this. Let's do one more in each direction, finishing with that twist to the left, and then return to center. Let your hands rest for a moment. You can shake out your arms. And we're going to bring our left palm forward, palm up, right palm faces down. Imagine you're holding a cantaloupe or a small melon. So my thumbs are both going in the same direction. And I'm going to start making lazy figure eights, leading with my thumbs. Now, we're looking for some fluidity in the shoulders. And you might find that twisting motion in the rib cage now, and you might experience a little shift of the weight from hip to hip or foot to foot. So just notice how this feels. Keep that cantaloupe between the palms. And pay attention to the size, right? We don't want our arms to start getting really big and wide, but we want this to be controlled. And then pause in the center. Pause in the center. I still have one hand on top, one hand on bottom. And now I'm going to let my pinky fingers lead me into these lazy figure eights or infinity signs. Again, finding that fluidity in the shoulders and the upper back. And then we'll come back to stillness in the center and release those arms. You can make a circle with the shoulders. You can shake out the arms and just pause and check in with the upper body, the shoulders, the upper back, noticing how that all feels. Now, if we're seated, now would be a good time to come to standing. Those of you that are standing, we'll meet you there. So we've made our way to standing, and we're going to turn our chair around so that we are facing the seat of the chair. So however you need to move yourself or your chair, let that be available to you. I'm going to face the camera for right now, but soon I'll turn that way. Let's come into our mountain pose. Feet are straight ahead. Let the arms rest down by your side. Now, as we inhale, we're going to take those arms wide, palms forward, thumbs up. And then when we exhale, we're going to reach forward and look, there's that cantaloupe again. I've got it between my palms. Now I'm going to keep my head and gaze straight ahead. Reach the arms up and overhead. Let's lean to the right. Hold on to that cantaloupe. Come back to center and lean left. We'll come back to center and now we'll crush that cantaloupe between the palms. Now we'll look up and we come into a little crescent shape in that upper back. And then we'll bring those hands down through heart center and release. Okay, we're going to do that again. When you're ready, inhale the arms wide, thumbs are up. Exhale, reach forward, grab the cantaloupe. Inhale, reach up, stare straight ahead. And as we exhale, we're going to lean to the left, back to center, and to the right. And return. Crush that cantaloupe, look up, come into your crescent stretch. And then bring those thumbs back down to heart center. Release the arms, take a breath, notice how you feel. So we're going to do that same sequence, repetition, but we're going to add in a fold at the end. There's your novelty. So this is why we want that chair seat looking at us. When we bring those palms together and down through heart, we'll soften the knees and bring our hands to the seat of the chair. So facing the chair seat now, still in our mountain pose. Stand up tall, gaze straight ahead. Inhale, arms wide, thumbs come up. As we exhale, we reach forward, grab that cantaloupe. Inhale, reach up, but look straight ahead. And as we exhale, we'll lean to the right and to center. Exhale to the left now. Inhale to center. Look up, crush your cantaloupe. There's your crescent shape in that upper back. Stay for another inhale. And as we exhale, we'll bring those thumbs down through heart center, soften into the knees. Bring your hands to the seat of the chair. Take a fold. So we can stay here with nice long spine, or if everything feels okay, we might decide to come down onto forearms, dropping the head. Either one is great. You'll notice that my knees are very soft here. Now we'll all make our way back to palms on the seat of the chair. We'll soften into the knees, push into the feet. Let's open those arms out wide again. Let's do it again. Exhale, reach forward, grab your cantaloupe. You're staring straight ahead. Inhale, reach up. As we exhale, we tip to the left. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, tip right. Inhale, back to center. Crush that melon between the palms. Look up. Here's your crescent stretch. Stay for an extra breath. And as you exhale, bring those thumbs down through heart center. Soften into the knees. Bring the hands to the seat of the chair. Decide how you're going to rest this time, whether it's here or with that head dropped. Smooth out the breath. And then we'll bring the palms to the seat of the chair. Push into both feet, circle those arms out wide and all the way up. Let's look straight ahead and bring those palms together and down to heart. Now take a breath here. Notice how it feels right now. We did some things over and over again. Hopefully we get a little groove going there, but then we switch it up. Okay, let us turn the chair around now. So we're looking at the back of the chair. We're going to move to Warrior One. So you might just walk around to the other side of the chair. That's fine. Let us we'll have our left foot forward and our right foot back, coming into a warrior one. So you can use this chair here for your fingertip control if you like. I'll face the camera or face this way a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. But my left foot's forward, knee is bent, my back heel is down, and I've got room for my hips here. This is warrior one. I'm going to take my arms forward, palms up, the thumbs are out, and I'm bringing fingertips to my shoulders. We're going to stay in our warrior one stance. And as we open the elbows wide, we're going to lift into that crescent shape again. And the exhale will bring elbows forward. So same pose, little different way of getting there. I call these angel wings. Now, next time elbows are wide and we're in that crescent shape in the upper back, let's stay there. Notice the shoulder blades on the back coming together and perhaps down. Now we're going to straighten out the spine. We can reach those elbows forward again. Reach the arms forward. Let's bring our palms together. Imagine we've already crushed that melon. Now we're going to bring those thumbs to heart center at the same time we step that back foot forward. So this is a very mindful transition from warrior one into mountain pose. We step forward as thumbs come to heart. And then release the arms. Take a breath. And then we'll do the other side. So now it's right foot forward, left foot back. Right foot forward, left foot back. Find our warrior one on this side, front knees bent. Once we're there, we take the arms forward, palms up. Bring fingertips to shoulders. Now, from here down, from our hips down, we are staying still. We'll let the inhale open the elbows wide, lift up that sternum and the gaze, and exhale, reach forward with elbows. Try again. Now, as we come into these elbows wide position, stay here now. Noticing sensations, upper back. And then we're going to straighten out the spine, reach the elbows forward again, reach the arms forward. Bring the palms together. Now, if you need help with balance, of course, one or both hands comes to the back of the chair. But we're going to do that same mindful transition. Thumbs come to sternum as that back foot steps forward. And release. Let the hands come down. Take a breath. Notice how that feels. Okay, let's go back to warrior one. I'm just going to turn this way. It's a little bit easier. Left foot forward, right foot back. Left foot forward, right foot back. So we find a warrior one again. Same thing. We're going to keep the legs the same. Hips down, grounded. We're rooted here. We're going to come back to those other arms that we've done already though. So this time as we inhale, let's take arms wide, thumbs up. Head straight ahead. Exhale, reach forward, grab that cantaloupe. Now we're going to inhale, reach up. We're still looking forward. And when we exhale, we're going to tip to the left. The left foot is forward. We tip to the left. Now inhale, come back. Crush that melon, look up. Here's your crescent shape. And then we'll bring those hands down to heart center. Let's reach the thumbs or palms forward now, thumbs up. And we're going to step the back foot forward as the thumbs come back to sternum. That same mindful transition. Once you get there, release the arms. See how it feels. We'll do the other side. So same pose, little different arms this time. And the arms are a little different than we did before. There's your novelty. There's your repetition. Find warrior one on the other side. When you're ready, let's inhale, arms wide. Look straight ahead. Exhale, reach forward. Grab that cantaloupe. Inhale, looking straight ahead, reach arms up. And as we exhale, let's tip to the right, holding that cantaloupe. Yeah, feel that big stretch in the left side of the rib cage. Now, come on back. Look up, crush the cantaloupe. Here's your crescent shape. And then straighten out the spine, bring the hands, thumbs down to the sternum. We'll push those fingers forward and get ready for our transition from Warrior One to Mountain Pose. Bringing the back foot forward as the thumbs come to heart. And then release those arms, pause and check in with how you feel. Take a breath in and a breath out. Okay, we're going to take a wider stance now. So these are my hip bones. My feet are on the outside of that. I'm going to bring my heels in and my toes out, coming into a little goddess or a horse pose. Knees tracking over toes 2 and 3. Okay, so this is where the pose is going to be. Let's stand up. See if we can come right back to that. Feel that connection with the earth. If you want to pick up all 10 toes, spread them wide and put them down, really grounding you there. Okay, here we go. We're going to inhale, bend the knees into our goddess pose. Take the arms wide. Ooh. Stay here. As you exhale, reach forward, look forward, grab the cantaloupe. Yes. Inhale, continue to look forward, reach the arms up. As we exhale, let's tip to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Let's clap the hands now, crushing the melon. And bring the hands to heart as we straighten the legs. Try it again. Inhale, arms wide, bend your knees. Exhale, reach forward, grab that melon, look forward. Inhale, reach up, but we're staying in our squat. As we exhale, we're going to tip to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, tip right. Inhale through center. Look straight ahead, clap the hands together. Bring hands down to heart as we straighten out the legs. Now release those hands down. Let's step our feet back together. Pause and notice how you feel. Okay, moving to a little balanced posture now. And if we need support today for our balance, probably the best choice is the wall behind you. You can let your hips rest on the wall. I'll show you what we're doing, and then you might decide to go there. So we're going to take a stance like Tadasana or a little bit wider. I'm about 1.5 fists distance between my 2 feet. As I inhale, I'm going to pick up my right knee, heel. I might pick up the leg. And then when I exhale, I'm bringing it right back down, perhaps into that same footprint. That's the plan. That weight's going to shift. Then I'm going to pick up the other knee. Now, you might decide, well, I'm not ready to pick up my knee yet. Well, that's fine. Then just pick up the heel. The arms come down. And we do the other side. Our arms are only going out to shoulder height. Those thumbs are up. And we really want to control this movement up and all the way back down. So the point isn't just like lift and then come back down, but it's lift, find balance, and then control the descent. Let's try it again. And you can understand why having your back at the wall might be a really good choice here, because it can help support you. We'll finish by lifting left knee, and then we'll put the foot down and we'll pause. And we're going to do the same pose with a little bit of add-on here. As we pick up the knee this time, arms are going to go wide. We're going to cross it over. Let the toe tap down on the floor. Arms will fall, come down. We're going to pick the knee up, arms back wide, and then we'll put that foot back down into its footprint. That's the plan, okay? So let's try that. And if that's not for you today, if there's no way that's going to happen, just pick up one knee, put it down, and then the other. Again, knowing that we can use this wall behind us. If I keep my butt on the wall, this becomes much more attainable, okay? So give it a try. Knees are soft. When you're ready, let's take the arms out, perhaps picking up that right knee. With control, we're going to tap the right foot to the left side of the body, arms float down. Pick it back up. Put it back into its footprint. Yes. Try again. Now, can we do this keeping our head straight ahead? Notice how that weight shifts pretty quickly, actually. Like we just the body knows what to do. We've done it a few times now. It knows what to do. We shift, we lift, we find balance here. This will be our last side. And then put that foot down. Take a moment. You might want to wiggle and jiggle. Check in with how you feel. Okay, so we're going to make our way to our seat, or we can finish this practice out standing, but you might want to sit down just to relax now. We have a few more things to do before we get too relaxed, but we'll sit towards the edge of the chair. So I'm coming down to my seat, feet on the floor. Again, connecting the feet to the floor, feeling those sitting bones on the chair. Let's bring our arms in front of us. Gaze straight ahead, head straight ahead. As we inhale, we're going to take our left arm up, bicep by the ear, and turn the head to the right. Exhale, float the arm down, head comes back to neutral. And now we'll go the other way. So right arm lifts, head turns left. And we return. Smooth movements. Come back to that smooth and even breath. And when you're finished with that, right arm lifts, head turns left. Let both hands rest. You can turn the palms up in your lap. The invitation is to soften or close your eyes. And notice how the body feels now. Notice if your mind has moved any closer to a sense of calm. Now let's stack those palms at heart center and recall that intention that we said at the beginning of our class. And then release those hands back down. Open the eyes if they're still closed. We're at the edge of our chair or standing. One last time now. Let's inhale, open arms wide, thumbs up. And as we exhale, looking straight ahead, grab that cantaloupe. Inhale, reach up, look straight ahead. And then we'll clap, crushing that melon. Bring thumbs down to heart center. And thank yourself. Thank yourself for taking time to practice yoga today. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. I'm so glad that you joined me. Stay well, and I'll see you again soon, my friends.